Hey, what's good, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Chosen Podcast. I'm Wes with the Chosen Ones. I got a freshman with me today, the first freshman on the show that we've had. Cam Ryans from Northview. Bro, what's good?
What's up?
Man, ain't no thing, man. Just trying to get through another week. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro. It's good to I've seen you in passing, filmed you a couple times, never really had a conversation with you, but I'm excited to chop it
Uh-huh.
up with you a little bit. And talk to you a little bit about this season, man. You guys have been balling. But before we get into that,
Yeah.
man, what's been good with you?
Man, I just really been I ain't doing nothing besides hooping, really. That's just what the past couple months have been since
Yeah,
the season started.
yeah. That's just what you do. Um, man, was like when did you start hooping, bro? Like, tell me about that.
I think I started hooping like around when I was like 5'4".
Okay.
Cause I remember I used to play with EJ, Jack Karzinski,
Yep.
and Javon in this little hoop city league.
Dang,
Yeah,
bro.
that was yeah.
You was playing up like that?
I bet you Jack probably don't even remember that.
I'll have to
He
ask
probably
him.
don't even remember.
We'll have to
Yeah.
ask him. We'll have to ask him. But cool, bro. Yeah, bro. 4 or 5 years old, playing up. That's what's up, man. And I I can relate, man, playing up because I have an older brother. We're not
Mhm.
we didn't get a chance to play with each other in high school. We did in college though. But yeah,
So
he's about 3.5 years older than me. So I always played up too growing up, so I can kind of relate, man. But we'll get into that little brother, big brother dynamic in a second. But
hmm
um yeah, bro. So excited to talk to you, man. Northview, you guys have been killing it outside that little three. I think y'all lost 3 games in a row. Right?
yeah,
Yeah, but
30.
outside of that, y'all have been just killing it, bro. So your first season on varsity, man. Um, is it everything that you expected it to be in your mind before going? Like, talk about that, bro.
Man, so last year I was on the bench the whole time when Kyler, Jalen, that group went on.
Yeah,
They played a whole bunch of big games. That Brother Rice game was probably the most memorable one
right.
that everyone knows.
Yep.
So like I knew games was loud, but like when you're actually on the court, like it's an environment like I never thought like I would be a part. Like I knew it was gonna be loud, but I was like, dang, I don't know if we're gonna get the same thing they got. But like I think the fans this year and like Northview community just like they came closer this year and like they're like a huge part of our success and why we're great.
No doubt, man. It seems like the Northview community is just very tight knit, which is cool. I've worked with their girls JV team, with our
Mm-hmm.
TCA program. My boy, I think you know Chris Warner,
Yeah,
JV coach.
JV coach.
Yeah, so I talk about Northview all the time with him, and yeah, man, just seems like you guys got a really good thing going, and I love it, man. Just seeing it from
Mm-hmm.
afar. So that's what's up, bro. So again, this year playing on varsity, what has been the toughest adjustment for you so far?
There's been a lot of adjustment I had to make, but I think it goes all the way back to like I think it's like mid season like a lot of people coming in, like the high school teams in our conference, they knew like somewhat of me, but like they weren't really worried that much about me. But
Yeah,
like when I started playing a little bit more, they seen I could play a little bit, and then so like they actually like started like you could tell they game planned a little bit on me.
right.
So like I wasn't really used to scouting reports or anything because AAU you just play whoever and like
Exactly.
there's weak help side and all that. But like when I'm touching it, I'm seeing eyes, people in the stands, on the benches.
Yep.
Like it feels like a whole bunch of people guard me. So I had to learn like you're not gonna score on your first touch all the time. Like you really gotta use your teammates to get you points because like you
Yeah.
can't really score one on one in high school basketball, especially how people in our conference, they watch film for hours. So
Exactly.
and scoring 20 points is it's hard to score 20, especially in our conference.
No doubt, man. Yeah, that's the biggest difference between school ball and AAU ball, bro. Like, yeah, the closest thing you come to scouting, you might watch a team that you're about to play later in the day,
Hmm.
between your games if you're able. But yeah, bro. I mean, in school ball, you watching scout, you play a team twice, maybe three times. So it's tough. It's definitely tough. And
Hmm.
when you get to college too, it's going to be even more. I was just talking to my boy about playing in the conference tournament, Chris. And we talked about playing in the GLIAC tournament because he
Hmm.
went to Northern. And it's just like, dang, bro, like by that time, everybody knows everybody so well. They know your plays, they know exactly what you're gonna run. It's all about who wants it more, who's gonna execute. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's huge, bro. But man, I see you playing like a grown man already though. So it sounds like you and looks like
Man,
you
I'm
have
trying.
looks like you've been adjusting very well, man. And I talked to your dad a few months ago before the season, and he let me
Hmm.
know, like Cam is ready. Cam is ready. So, and he was right. So, um, so you guys are 17-4, right? With the conference
18 and 4.
18-4 now. My bad. I wrote
Yeah.
this before y'all played last week, but
Hmm.
yeah, man, conference championship. You guys close out the OK White at Grand Rapids Christian.
Yeah.
Definitely a good team that you guys beat and close out on. Talk about that game a little bit and what it meant to get that one.
So going to that game, we knew we wasn't. That game was just gonna be an up and down game of who really wanted it more. So
Yeah.
I knew I wanted, especially from last year. They beat us on our own home court, so like
Right.
I still have that in the back of my mind. So
Right.
they got some real dogs: Dono, Jalen, Nathan. They got a really solid team. They beat top teams in the state. So we knew that game. We knew it was going to be a hostile environment too. We knew their fans were going to be talking, yelling,
Yeah.
but we had to stay focused on what the goal was the whole time. Even when they came, even when we were down a little bit, a couple questionable calls down the stretch, we just had to keep our minds straight and keep playing to the end.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, those names that you named, bro, definitely solid players.
Hmm.
I've been knowing Dono since he was probably 6 years old, something like that.
He's a
It's
problem,
a
man. I'm
problem,
talking.
bro. Problem.
The first time we played him, he had like three threes in a row
Yeah, yeah,
from NBA range. It was crazy.
yeah. He can get cooking. He can get cooking fast, man. So,
Hmm.
um, definitely a good win that you guys had. Definitely, I was talking to Simon Newhouse from EGR a couple weeks
Hmm.
ago, just about the OK White and how tough it is. Like,
Hmm.
there's really, for the most part, no games off, man. So talk about that, bro. And how tough it was night in and night out.
Man, so I just want to talk about Friday home against Low. Like,
Okay.
this is when I really knew our conference was tough because Low came in. The next day we played the Warren Lincoln. So
Yeah.
realistically, we're like, all right, this is gonna be a slight warm up for Warren Lincoln the next day. So like we knew there was a good team, but like so we came in prepared for him, but like mental like we just really wasn't there. Like we wasn't playing, we wasn't competing really.
Right.
So they first half we were up 5. We were like, all right, last time this happened, we won by 20.
Yeah.
So then third quarter came, they started hitting threes and heating up. They won the quarter by 6 points. So we were like, all right, now we're really in trouble now. So fourth quarter, that's when we really started playing now. But it's too late. They got their energy, their crowd. They got a lot of their people there too. So
Yep.
they was handmade shots. Yeah, we were dug too deep. We were deep in the hole. We couldn't really do anything.
Man, bro.
But
That's the hard
that's what I learned.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing to do, man, to when you let a team, especially a team that you know you better than, you let them in the game, you give them confidence and they just get rolling, it's hard to kind of
Hmm.
get out of that hole, bro. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys learned that and hopefully you take that and go into the to districts and
Hmm.
just put the foot on their neck early. So, um, more in your freshman year. So I love asking this question to freshmen. So your first game of the year. Talk about, I guess, leading up to that. Like, how are you feeling? Were you nervous or were you just like, nah, this is another game?
I don't really get nervous. I feel it's more like I be like more excited than nervous,
Okay.
especially like the people I had around me. We were prepared since all the way back in June. We have hard practices, so I really wasn't nervous, especially when I have like a point guard like EJ and
Right.
Parker Schwartz, Tyron. We had Terrell back then,
Mm-hmm.
Brady coming off the bench. So like I was confident in our team. I knew they had my back.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, you definitely got some dogs around you, and that will help. That would definitely help.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned EJ, your brother. That's actually a good segue into my next question. What's it like playing with him, man? And how has he made an impact on you this year?
So my game is like I feel like my game is really based off like I really need a good point guard who could like set me up for good shots
Yeah.
and like really give me the ball, especially because like it's hard for me to get the ball, especially when there's help side. So I need like them like he gets me every like most of the plays he calls when he wants to pick one is like for me. So
Right.
he makes the game a lot easier for me than himself. Like he really sets me up more than he sets himself up, and he's
Absolutely.
really unselfish in that way. And that's why I think he's like one of the best point guards in the state because
Mm-hmm.
like besides scoring, he does like everything else. Like he defends full court even in the third, fourth quarter. He gets a lot of game saving plays.
Yep.
Um, he sets up our offense well.
Mm-hmm.
He offensive rebounds. He does it all.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Exactly the kind of point guard you want on the team, man. And y'all already looking scary, and y'all got another crack at it next year. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but who knows? Y'all could do something this year too. So,
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. Growing up, what was it like between you two playing basketball, even off the court, man? Like relationship, all that.
Honestly, I didn't like playing with him. He used to he used to always like yell at me.
Okay.
I remember it was a time in the Gusmacher we played this team called Great Lake Warriors. They have that two of their kids now play on North Farmington. Landon, I forgot his last name, and
Yeah.
this other kid, he's a Power Five kid.
Okay.
So I remember he got a back door on me for a game, and then EJ just came over. He tried to fight me at first, like he pushed me. Like this is when we were real little. We were like he was like 10 and I was like 8.
Yeah.
So like yeah, even back then he's always held me accountable. Even now, like he still yells at me, but like I don't take it to heart anymore. Like I know he's just trying to make me better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, sound like my brother, bro. My brother is intense still too. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. So, man, what are those one-on-one games like?
Like past summer, he won't agree on this, but we would play King of the Court. I be cooking him now. I'm not even gonna lie. But like when he was going through puberty and I wasn't like I was still like short, little chubby, couldn't really move. He
Yeah,
used to beat me like all the time, and like
yeah.
I didn't even want to play him because like I just kept losing. But
Okay,
like now I'll give him the work.
okay. EJ, you know what to do. I need you to confirm or deny whatever. Who be winning these games, bro? So I need to know. But I believe you though. I believe you though. But there's
Hmm.
always two sides to a story. So
Yeah.
yeah. But that's what's up, man. Yeah, even though you a little brother, I was a little brother. It came to a point
Hmm.
where I'm like, my brother can't guard me. My brother cannot guard me. Like you
Hmm.
have to think that way. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If you don't, then there's a problem. So that's what's up, man. I love that the brotherly rivalry that you guys seem to have, and it makes you better players in the end. So um, one thing that I love too that's similar with you two and me and my brother is we were totally different players. So
Hmm.
we're able to complement each other when we played with each other. We never really had to compete for playing time. We never really had to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it just makes things a little easier when
Hmm.
it comes to playing on the same team. Um, so let's get to Northview some more. What makes you guys so successful this year? You talked about the hard practices. Talk about
Mhm.
like the characteristics that you guys have that just makes you guys one of the best teams in the state.
One of our biggest leaders, Tyron Thomas, like he's a real dog. Like
Yeah,
he like whenever he's not going, like he just finds something else like he can do, like rebound, kick it out to the person, make an extra pass.
yeah,
Whenever he's on the court, he's affecting the game. Uh, Same with Brady Sword. Like Brady, like he's had a lot of up and down games, but like he gets like against Grandpa's Christian, like his shot wasn't falling earlier,
right.
but he got like 5 offensive rebounds in the first half, so to give
Dang.
us another possession. So we got 7 points out of that probably.
Okay.
And yeah, like our defense really keeps our team like no matter what, even if we have a bad offensive game, like against Greenville, we couldn't really get anything going, but we held them under 40 points. They had like 32 points or something.
Right.
So like we're a top 3 defensive team in the state statistically. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that we preach a lot of defense and with our team. So we really value that.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. Um. And usually when a team graduates a runner up in Mr. Basketball, I thought Kyler should have won last year, but
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there right now. So, uh, yeah, usually when a team loses a player of that caliber, that team usually drops off a little bit or a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to like adjust with life without their star player. But y'all seem like y'all just kept it running. So,
Mm-hmm.
talk about Kyler as a leader and what he taught you guys, whether it's verbally or just setting an example to kind of keep that torch going.
Well, Kyler was really the main one when I learned you're always going to be better on your second touch because
Yeah.
his senior year, people he used to get the ball his first touch and he used to not shoot it. Like he could easily go 1-on-1, but
Right.
I used to never understand it until like I really watched film on him
Mm-hmm.
and like his second shot or third, sometimes it'll be his fourth touch and like he'll get an open layup and like that's how he really runs his points up like real
Yeah.
quick and like he's doing it easy and taking high percentage shot and less dribbles too, so it's easier for him down the stretch of the game.
Yep.
Um, he's really like kids like me and younger kids like I'm really striving to like trying to beat him and do better things than what he did. So
Right.
he really like lit a fire in me because like I'm trying to beat all the records he had. I'm trying to really become like I want to be Mr. Basketball. I'm working to
Yeah.
try to become that. Get someone from West Michigan be a Mr. Basketball. So
No doubt,
yeah,
man. No doubt. It's been a while. I think Deshaun Thor was the last one from Muskegon about 9 years ago,
it
something like
was
that. But
a minute ago.
yeah, bro. But yeah, I think you on that trajectory, bro, and I think that's exactly how Kyler would want it. Kind of setting that precedent, setting that example, um, for the cats coming up behind them. So yeah, I think you well on your way, man. So let's talk about districts this week starting up. Um, Games already started yesterday. So tomorrow, who do you guys got?
Mm-hmm. We got Greenville.
Greenville. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Again, one of those situations, man, where you just gotta,
Mm-hmm.
put their foot in their neck. But so let's talk about you a little bit more, just for a few more minutes, man. So you basically made it, an entire season, entire regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Being a freshman on varsity. For future players that want to make it to that level as an underclassman, what type of advice would you give to those girls or guys?
You just gotta stay disciplined and consistent because there's some days in practice, things aren't going your way. You had a hard day of classes, you
Yeah.
still gotta go to practice.
Right.
You just gotta stay locked in. There's gonna be a lot of distractions. Some weekends you gonna want to go out, but like you gotta keep like what's your goal, like number one. Like sometimes you need to rest. There's always gonna be hard obstacles that you gotta get over during the season and making sure you stay in the weight room during the season too. Like that's a big one because if I didn't stay in, like weight room was one of my biggest parts because I think like that's how I'm able to really finish around the rim and get in there still because the varsity players are stronger than what I thought. So
Yeah,
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 that's a big one. And training in season too, at least 2-3 times a week. Even
yeah.
though you're gonna be tired, but you still gotta do it.
Still
You gotta
gotta
get it
do it.
done.
Exactly, man. I've been really fascinated with this probably the last year or so because when I was your age, I wasn't really training in the season.
Hmm.
I was going to practice, maybe getting some shots up after practice, but that's really it, man.
Hmm.
During the weekend, so we have a Friday game, and then we really wouldn't practice Saturday and Sunday. So I would just be doing whatever, eating whatever, and then I would have to come back
Hmm.
Monday. I feel like I would have to get in shape all over again because I had all this McDonald's, all this ice cream. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I'm chilling. So that's yeah. Anyway, and I think about like NBA players, right?
Hmm.
Even college players to an extent. Like you go to an NBA game and you see, cats warming up, like going through a full workout before a game.
Hmm.
Um, and it's just it puts it in perspective. Like there's always more that you can do. There's always more than you can
Yeah,
do. You know what I mean?
for sure.
Um, and I would say just start out little, and then continue to
Hmm.
progress and add more to your in season training, and eventually it'll just feel like just like normal to you. You know what I mean? So talk about yeah.
Hmm.
You said two to three times a week you're still training. Talk about what you're doing.
Yeah, I really I'll try to get my shot really involved during the season, especially like lifting weights.
Yeah.
You know, it affects your shot a lot.
Right.
It gets your arc down a little bit. So I get a lot of like in game shots. I do a lot of finishing around the rim and especially ball handling, especially like how our teams we play against pressure the ball. So I try to make sure I keep my handle tight during the
Yeah.
season.
Absolutely. Man, basketball's such a rhythm game, bro. It's such a rhythm
Hmm.
game. So, um, yeah, I love that you're working on your game. In the heat of a long season. So,
Hmm.
um, did you hit a wall at all? Would you say?
Like during my year,
Yeah, just
like
like where you just felt real tired, um, and you felt like you didn't have a lot of
yeah,
energy.
I think there was a point probably after the Warren Lincoln game, like when we went to East Grand Rapids, I wasn't feeling like the same vibe anymore. So that's one of the main parts why I think we lost. We
Yeah,
were still hanging our heads, but then after that game, like East Grand Rapids, I knew like you can't keep worrying about past games and all that. There's still like a lot of basketball left, and playoffs. We're still gonna play plenty of teams. We could still win the conference.
yep,
So I just had to, I had to get my energy back up. Next game we played a tough Forest Hill Central game, and we ended the 3 game streak against them.
no doubt. Yeah, and you guys haven't lost since, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's a good thing, man, to go into the playoffs. Hot, playing well. Um, so talk about maybe the biggest thing that you need to work on in order to maybe achieve that Mr. Basketball award that you want to win in a few years, or you know, go big time D1 like I'm sure you're trying to.
Hmm. I definitely think it's my shooting. I need because sometimes during the teams, they don't close out as hard as I think they should. So
Yeah,
I'm really trying to get my shot to be like real consistent and like even like be able to shoot college range by like this summer because
yeah,
I got a long AAU circuit season coming up. So I got
yeah,
to be able to shoot it, especially how college ball is. A lot of catch and shoot threes.
yep,
Uh, even in the league, anywhere you play now, you need catch and shoot players.
yep, yep, for sure, bro. Basketball's hard when you're not able to shoot. Um, just ask Ben Simmons. So, um, man, I don't know what's wrong with that man, bro. Like,
Man,
I
I,
don't
I don't know.
like just 2 years ago, man. He was what top 15 player
Top
in the
15, he
league.
was averaging almost a triple double.
Yeah. Now
I don't know.
I don't even know where to put him now, bro. Like, not even a starter. Honestly,
Man,
honestly,
he gonna be out the league soon.
yeah, yeah. So, who do you run with, player or team? Like, who's your favorite?
I like Anthony Edwards.
Okay, Ant Man.
That's my boy. Like that's like if I had to like model my game out someone, I would try to model it after him.
Yeah,
Especially like I just look like he's got that dog in him too. Like he just like don't care who's there. He just go like he go play his hardest no matter who he playing
for
against.
sure.
You know, he gonna try to dunk on you if he can,
Yeah.
even if you miss a million times.
Yep.
And you know, he's got like a lot of confidence, and that's what I try to have too while I
Yeah.
play.
That's good, bro. Yeah. Ant Man's definitely been growing on me this year. And he's
Mm-hmm.
funny too. I love watching his interviews and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. Um well, cool, man. Do you prefer NBA or college, or do you how much do you watch?
I think it depends. I think I like NBA more because like the more I understand basketball, the more like I like NBA because like I don't really believe in like the NBA don't play defense because like if you really look at the game, there's so much spacing and
So
like
much spacing.
like you can't play defense really against people that like shoot. So
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta try to stay in front of this dude who's got a 40-inch vert, a handle like Curry, can shoot past the 3 feet behind the NBA line. So
exactly.
I mean, it's hard to guard someone in the NBA.
You put it, yeah, you hit the nail on the head, bro. Like, I can't stand when people say that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do they play as hard as they can for 48 minutes? That's debatable. But
Yeah,
how in the world, like you said, how in the world are you gonna stop Steph Curry, Dame Lillard,
man.
you know, Kevin Durant,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, the spacing, like you can't be in the key on defense for three
Mm-hmm.
seconds, so you gotta leave the key. Like it's just
Man,
it's tough, bro. 24-second shot clock, so there's more shots, So
man.
yeah, bro,
I don't think people realize like how fast 24
it's
seconds is too. Like
so fast.
24 seconds shoot, you gotta go down that. Like that's like really short amount
Yeah,
of time to shoot.
for sure. Like maybe like I'm like in college or in high school, you can run like 4 or 5 sets, bro, in one possession. Like if you want it.
Trust me, we've guarded for like 2+ minutes against teams, and I'm just like, dang, they still haven't shot yet.
Yeah, bro. High school need a shot clock like tomorrow. I played in OK Red against all the football schools, so like Rockford,
Mm-hmm.
Hudsonville, Granville, and they all just passed the ball at least 10 times before a shot, bro. So it was just
Uh,
yeah, bro. It was tough. It was tough. And the scores were always in like low 40s, high
yeah.
30s, So I
Mm-hmm.
always love when we're able to play non-conference games.
Mm-hmm.
So we
With
can,
the shot clock
man,
too.
I wish we had a shot clock, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
But yeah, when I got to college, bro, honestly, the shot clock, I had a tougher time adjusting to it.
Really?
Especially being a point guard. So I had to, pay attention to the shot clock and get the ball out if we wanted to run, like a last second set, like a fist pick and roll
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So it took me a minute, but I definitely love the shot clock more than not having it though. So
Yeah, my past season, AAU season, we played with the shot clock down in Junior Peach Jam,
yeah, how was
and
that?
like I'm talking, there was a couple times like we was down 20 and like we came back and like I was thinking like, man, you can never do this with no shot clock because like they just hold the ball.
Yeah. Bro. Don't get me started on the hold the ball stuff, bro. Man, I seen the game. The team won like 6-8, bro. 8-6. It was
Oh
just
my gosh,
yeah, because they both held the ball. So like if they got the ball or if they stole it or something, then the other team will hold it. It was just like, dude, this is crazy. But yeah, I can't stand that. All right, bro. Last couple questions, man. I just want to do quick hitters real quick. Um,
hmm
just fun questions. So I think you already mentioned one, but who are 3 athletes that you like to follow, regardless of sport?
Anthony Edwards. Should I name a different three besides Anthony?
No, you can include him.
All right, so Anthony Edwards, Israel Adesanya, he a
Okay.
UFC fighter,
Okay.
and dang, if I had to think of someone else, I like Patrick Beverly. Honestly,
You like Pat Bev?
he's just crazy. He really don't care. I love people like him, especially playing with people like him too.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Shout out to my boy Taryn from Wyoming. He loves Pat Bev too.
Yeah,
I make fun of him all the time because that's his favorite player. But no, I respect him. I like him. I like him. I genuinely do. Um, he just wasn't a fit with the Lakers, but
yeah, that was not his culture.
yeah, but he had a all time moment. Did you see that game in Boston where he took the camera and showed the ref when LeBron got fouled after the
Oh,
game?
that was crazy! I can't believe he did that.
Yeah, bro. I'm a huge LeBron fan, so at the time I was heated. Like I was mad because he didn't get the call, but then
Mm-hmm.
Pat Bev went and showed the ref the wanted to show the ref the camera. I
Yeah,
just
he crazy.
I instantly forgot about it. I'm like, all right, man. Like this made me fun. This made me laugh. So I'm good now. So yeah, Pat Bev, bro. Um, bro. I don't know if you've ever seen his film from like overseas. His film from overseas, bro, is crazy.
Like,
Like
he used to be like cooking people.
cooking, like scoring, dunking, like
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Like people really don't understand how good guys are in the league, bro. Like just because their role is to just defend and shoot corner
Mm-hmm.
threes, don't mean that they can't come to you know Michigan Basketball Academy, the field house, and
Mm-hmm.
kill anybody that comes in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Man,
Pat Bev's a perfect example, man. Like I think he was I don't his numbers was dumb, bro. He was averaging like mid
I knew he was tough in high school.
yeah, high school too. Like I saw a video today, someone was debating that he was better than Derrick Rose. I don't know about that, but
Ooh, that's crazy.
yeah, yeah. I think he just wanted to get views. But
Uh-huh.
yeah. So yeah, I like Pat Bev, man. Next question. Who is a couple artists? Who are a couple artists on your phone right now? I'm assuming you have an
Dang.
iPhone.
Yeah. I listen to Lil Baby a lot.
Okay.
Uh, I listen to Drake a lot too,
All right.
especially like going into that Grammys Christian game. Like I was listening to Back to Back by Drake because we won
Yeah.
conference last year, so like
Okay.
I was just getting the back to back in my head already. So
Get in the mood right.
I, I was listening, and my third one, I don't even. I think probably like I listen to 21 Savage a lot too.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Um, Last question, bro. One show that you watch or that you can watch over and over.
Dang, I think Last Chance You.
Okay.
That show's good to me. I love that show.
Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Obviously. Yeah. Have you seen the football one?
Yeah, the football one's good, but
Yeah.
like I didn't like. I like the one when they was in Compton.
That
Well, the
was
coach from I think the coach
that
was from Compton.
that dude was crazy, bro. But
Man.
I liked it too though. I liked it too.
Hmm.
But yeah, I loved the basketball version a lot better, obviously,
Hmm.
because I'm a hooper too. So uh I'm trying not to like see on like Instagram or Twitter like updates on their games and stuff because
Yeah, I
you know
know.
what I'm saying. I want to know, or I don't want to
Uh-huh.
know. I want to be surprised when I go into it. So, um, cool, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully this is the first of many times you're on the show. So you did a good job.
Yeah,
You did a good job.
thank you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate you for listening and watching. Make sure you share, like, comment, whatever. Appreciate the support. Till next time. Peace.